Happening tonight, the nation's largest refinery is planning to use Port Arthur's past to fuel the city's future.
Motiva is buying 2 historic buildings for office space, and it could signal the beginning of major downtown development that's been talked about now for decades. KFDM's Angel San Juan broke the news today. And Angel, this is a massive undertaking for Motiva. What's the timetable?
Motiva plans to close on the purchase of the buildings on May 15th and immediately start repurposing the old structures into new office facilities for 500 employees. That's expected to take 2.5 years. One Jefferson County commissioner calls it the start of Port Arthur's renaissance. Tiffany Guidry is cooking up a new concept for Edith's Place. The restaurant, named after Guidry's grandmother, who once worked at a diner in downtown Port Arthur, will celebrate its 2nd anniversary in May. So this Sunday, Guidry is treating her customers to a brunch menu. She's the manager and is always seeking to bring in more customers, something the Motiva refinery might accomplish for her quite soon.
I am very excited about Motiva and their plans on bringing their headquarters here or their offices here. I am definitely looking forward to the growth to see happening here in Port Arthur with that move.
A spokeswoman for the Motiva refinery announced Wednesday the company is buying 2 historic buildings on Austin Avenue in downtown Port Arthur, the Federal Building that went up in 1910 and the Adams Building that dates back to the 1920s. Both are privately owned and have sat in a deteriorating state for decades.
Port Arthur Renaissance.
Jefferson County Commissioner Michael Senegal says Motiva's move means the revitalization of downtown Port Arthur is no longer a pipe dream.
I've heard stories and read stories about a renaissance, the Harlem Renaissance and different things like that, and I believe that's equivalent for on a smaller scale with Port Arthur, not comparing it to New York, but in Harlem, but I think that's what it means to us.
Once the sale is finalized, Motiva will begin the massive restoration project. The plan is to preserve the building's historic exteriors and gut their insides to turn them into office space.
This was a strategic need for us. There was an opportunity to take, again, the non-operational personnel and put them into a more productive environment right next to the refinery or very close to the refinery. This was truly a business need for us.
Guidry says it also satisfies her hunger for new business, sure to boost traffic at her restaurant and on the streets of downtown.
And we would love to see more come to Port Arthur. It's plenty of room and we need it here. We need it.
Ironically, this big news for downtown comes at the same time Mardi Gras Southeast Texas is pondering a move out of Port Arthur.
When one door closes, another one's open. So, they're gonna miss out if they leave, and if they choose to stay, then hey, we'll all be happy too.
We checked with Jefferson County tax assessor-collector Allison Nathan Getz, who told us the owners of the 2 buildings Motiva is buying are behind on their taxes. The owner of the Adams Building has not paid taxes on that building in 6 years, owing the county more than $27,000. And the owner of the Federal Building is behind 7 years and owes almost $21,000. The tax assessor told us when a property is sold, delinquent taxes go along with it. Guys.
Well, that is good news for Port Arthur, no doubt about that. And